telling you. So we're gonna look through Comp USA of June 2006. So this is a laptop that they had with XP. I'm not sure. I think that was a Vista. No, that was XP, and then they had these. Hard drive, what's this? 160 gigabyte hard drive for 59 bucks. And then the printers. And then they had these cameras. This one was 800 bucks. And this one, what did it feature? Had 5 megapixels, or this one had 8 megapixel. $1,000 for this Ruck Gamada, or a camera and the word Ruck Gamada. Anyway, 229, 6 megapixels, 5 megapixels. The 6 megapixels is typical. And then look at the price of memory cards at 1 gigabyte for about 40 bucks. A gigabyte memory card for 40 bucks. 1 gigabyte, not 128 gigabytes now. Monitors. And then they had the desktop for $1,100 right here. And the specifications, 300 gigabyte hard drive, and then 15-inch monitor. And apparently they had the ability to plug in things so it could transfer VCRs and stuff, or something like that. And then this one is $849, and it had 1 gigabyte memory or something. And then this, what's this? PDA. PDA, what does that stand for? I forgot. PDA. Yeah. Well, anyway, so here's another computer with 512 megabyte RAM. And here's one that was pretty cheap. But we have to remember that a lot of these times they had the rebate things. Like, yeah, where you would pay like the full price. Like, well, in this case, this one, it'd be like $650 for this computer system. And they had 100 gigabyte hard drive, 512 gigabyte of RAM, and then a 17-inch CRT monitor. And then they had an upgraded version of this one, or something like that. Yeah, upgraded with the better, the flat panel monitor. And then this one had LCD monitor, 80 gigabyte hard drive. And then look at the price of these the laptop, right? Oh, this was an Apple. Damn, man. 1 gigabyte of RAM, and it had 100 gigabyte of hard drive space. Another Apple. And this one had well, this is Comp USA, so they specialized on laptops and computers, and maybe things like digital cameras and stuff. The Vaio, I remember these Sony ones. Yeah. Well, you know what? Computers really aren't cheap right now, today in 2026, although they're going to be 100 times better. But it seems like computers are more expensive now than they were back then. I mean, and then this one was, but then again, it was like, in today's dollars, this was double. This was double in today's dollars. This is a notebook for 800 bucks, and this was a fancier one, a fancier notebook. Yeah. And then more of them. Well, this is another one of those. So this is a fancy HP desktop. And they had a 15-inch monitor and a 500 gigabyte the hard drive. I mean, that was like on the fancier side. And there's still more fancier. And then more laptops. Laptops are what, and typically laptops cost like maybe double or maybe time and a half more. And then you only got like maybe 75% of the technology of the desktop. Yeah. Paying like about like time and a half more. These were pretty popular computers in those days. Well, HP was a popular computer back then. Pocket PC. Freaking funny, man. All these hard drives. And 80 gigabyte portable drive for $100. Then a Sony for $2,200. And they had 1.2 gigahertz. And the drive was 80 gigabyte. I mean, that was yeah, very expensive. So yeah, I guess these were satellite radio. Satellite radio again. And then routers, phones, more routers, and then adapters where you could hook up like a wireless onto a desktop computer that didn't have one. Yeah. And then the programs and games. XP, damn. Telling you. Hard drive again, 80 gigabyte. Oh, they had a 300 gigabyte internal. I'm not sure if the external or the internals were more expensive back then. I think, if I remember, I think external drive back then was probably a little bit more expensive. But anyways, more of this stuff. iPod. Remember the iPod? Okay, $300 and it was a 30 gigabyte. And then they had other MP3 players. Yeah, iPod. Yeah. Well, anyways. Well, I hope you liked this video. And I'll see you on the next video.